Nice. Welcome everyone to today's podcast. Good to see you guys. Missed you guys. We're still staying disciplined with showing up and doing this new podcast series. I'm kind of like figuring out the workflow is actually like super interesting to kind of like build a custom GPT that will read the whole news, personalize the whole news. Like it basically finds the articles, reads the articles, and rewrites the articles, removes any noise, and then saves the articles that are relevant, and then rewrites them so that they're relevant to you. It's like having a personal assistant like hand you like all the best news in the way you want to read them in the format. And it's something I've been experimenting with like GenSpark because GenSpark you have the ability to do. You could do it in projects, you could do it in a regular conversation, you could do this with any tool, ChatGPT, GenSpark. We'll talk about this. Let's talk about this. Using AI to personalize news is such a time saver because you can build a prompt, tailor the news, the topics, and have it fetch the articles, read the articles, and write them the way you would love to read them. It's like the most personalized way of like staying up to date with like news because there's like a sea of information that may not, mostly is like 80% just not relevant to your job, relevant to your career. And so I've been building this prompt, and the prompt is like 2 pages of like 2 pages of documents. Actually, it's about three now. I gotta look at it. But this whole, and actually, because I'm probably not to like show my screen as well too, but basically, let me read it just so you could get a little gist of it. Let me go search the drive for news. Thankfully, I can find everything fast on my computer because it's my second brain. Okay, let me read this prompt so you can kind of get a gist for what this guy does. Master prompt. If you're inside the community, you're going to get this prompt. I just have to post them. So, master prompt. AI news dossier system. Your purpose is a daily AI news for small business owners, teams less than 10, entrepreneurs, consultants, coaches, service providers, course creators, and freelancers who are a majority of the members inside my community. Exclude enterprise tools, Salesforce, HubSpot, SaaS, Oracle, Make.com, Zapier. These are things that are not relevant to me or my community as far as us staying up to date with like the best AI tools. So I'm like, let's go ahead and exclude all of that noise. So again, this just wipes off noise that's not relevant. Now we do cover a lot of tools inside the community because we have 24 courses. We kind of went aggressive this year and built out 24 courses in less than, actually we finished in like, let's say 8 months. So in 8 months, we did 24 courses on 24 of the best AI tools. And that was a lot, but we learned a lot. So the main ones that we cover is OpenAI, ChatGPT, custom GPTs, Sora, Dolly for image generation, Midjourney. Midjourney's there. Claude. We'll talk about Claude. Claude's in the news. Google AI Studio, because the Google suite of products is like, of course, incredibly powerful. You're already playing with Gemini, or you should. Gemini is like so powerful now, such a hack, and it's free, which is like, of course, data privacy and all that stuff, but they already have all your data. So avatars, HeyGen is like the go standard for like building AI avatars, so that when you automate your content and you want a digital avatar of yourself that shows up on camera. The reason why a lot of people love HeyGen is because you don't have to get on camera. You don't have to read a script. You don't have to edit the videos. You don't even have to deal with any cameras or recording. You can use any AI tool for images like Seedream, Nano Banana, and you could have a photo shoot of yourself in any outfit, any location. And then after you do that, then pop it into HeyGen, and now you got a talking avatar that you just feed it a script. And now with like VO3, and there's also other tools like Encore that will make your model look hyper realistic. It's going to get like even crazier. I was looking at VO 3.1 videos, like I still love VO 3.0. So we're doing AI. We cover some AI video, which is Sora 2, VO 3, mainly because we're using them for like content creation. We're using it to generate B-roll. We're using it to create ads. We're using it to generate commercials. Like all of those are like the best use of like Sora 2 and VO 3. Very powerful to learn. No code tools, we're going to stick with Google AI Studio. There's still still like Replit, Cursor, but all of those is like, I hate the credit system. I don't want to deal with the credit system vibe coding. And lastly, we're only automation tool that we're specializing in is N8N. We're going to be going more advanced into N8N in 2026. I'm excited for that because for what we've built so far out of this year one, we've already automated like LinkedIn content. We're finishing that workshop this week, where we're automating your entire LinkedIn is like the easiest just because it's just text and an image. So it's like real easy for beginners to get started in your first automation project, especially learning N8N, because you can have it fetch articles, read the articles, write the articles in your brand voice, add your call to action, add your hashtags, generate an image. The images are great. We've been using Nano Banana for all the image generation, flawless. And then it just schedules to publish 3 times a day, every day on autopilot. And the cost is the fascinating thing. To automate your entire LinkedIn content, or you could do it with Instagram or anything with carousels and images, like that's pretty much like Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. The cost is roughly $50 a month, and everything that's included everything. Hard cost plus your API cost is about roughly $50 a month. That hard cost, and scheduling to publish 3 times a day, every day on autopilot. And it's personalized content, it's research. It's also pulling from like trusted news sources, which is a big thing. So we're going to finish that automation template and project, or actually it's a 7-hour course, because it takes people from beginner all the way to now you can automate an entire content department if you wanted to. But it goes from beginner all the way to roughly pretty advanced stuff, which I'm pretty happy with, like in 7 hours of like, great. And then you walk away with your entire LinkedIn completely automated for $50 a month, which I find fascinating. So we're going to finish that this week. We should be finished by actually roughly, I think actually tomorrow. We may need one extra day Monday, but for polishing, but I think we could get most of it done and shipped tomorrow, which would be super nice. So, and the templates are, as soon as you can access the course, you could download the template and start building and start using it. So that's one of the big things in the community. So yeah, this whole dossier just keeps going over sections, tools, but the most important thing, because remember, AI just really is always asking when you talk about prompt engineering, what's your role, what's your task, and what's your output. So we know its role. You're a newsletter. Where do you find that course? Actually, if you search N8N in the course in the community, there it is. It's all I just updated it as of yesterday. So today's lesson will be updated by end of today. But you get the video. Not only you get the videos, videos are all timestamped as well too, so you could quickly scrub through the chapters. But you also get a PDF workbook that goes into detail of all the explanations. I'm super proud about the workbooks too. So that way it goes through, you could be a beginner in N8N, never automate anything in your life. And by the end of the 7 hours, you will not only have an understanding of N8N and how to automate, but also how to troubleshoot, which is also just as valuable, but also how to automate very entire complex workflows. And I'm talking not like take an idea and generate some content. I'm like, no, go research content based on my demographic, read all the articles, write articles in my brand voice, generate the images, and then all of a sudden, and then schedule to publish. And that whole workflow. So the human is not involved, other than the QA, of course. So for everything in the community, link in the bio. That's basically what will take you there. And then as soon as right now you get access to the 5-day challenge. So as soon as you opt in for that, it's going to be on the main page. And then I have a special announcement at the very end of the show. Special announcement for Saturday. I'll tell you guys right now too. Saturday is a free ChatGPT mastery workshop. It is free, and I am going in depth into ChatGPT. You think you know ChatGPT, you will know everything about what ChatGPT can offer to automate, to streamline for your work and for your business after Saturday. All I need is roughly about 2 hours. Roughly, it's not going to go longer than that, and it's completely free. So all you have to do, sign up with the link in the bio, join it's a 5-day AI agent. It's a free lead magnet. And then you're in my email sequence. And then so I'm going to be sending out emails today with the Zoom link, so that it's special class Saturday. If you miss it, it's not being repeated. You'll be able to get it paid inside the community if you want to replay. But this is just for people that are like outside of the community, haven't been members. This Saturday if you've never seen or experienced any of my teaching, you definitely want to join. Completely free. So thinking about to join up for that. And if you're in my community, we're going to be going into ChatGPT as part of the workshops, because next week we're going to be starting the fundamentals and going through the curriculum. So this is the roughly the last week, maybe Monday, give or take, will be the last day for the NAN workshops, and then we'll be going into fundamentals. The fundamentals are ChatGPT, Notion. We're going to do TickTick. We're going to do Mac shortcuts. All the cool shortcuts that you can do on your Mac and iPhone. Oh, we're gonna that one's been a long awaited class of people want to know all the shortcuts of how to do shit. So that's gonna be a fun one. Notion, GenSpark, ChatGPT. I'm trying to think of some other ones, and then we'll probably get into like some video as well too. So I need you guys to master just prompting, custom GPTs, project folders, automation. And then the rest just kind of depends on what your role is, because then it gets into like specialty tools, and specialty tools are like HeyGen, or maybe you need a custom Python script, which we're going to be teaching Python in the community starting 2026, because ChatGPT, it actually goes into like the coding of like, because the next level after automation is coding, and we're going to teach you Python so that you could build custom automations without NAN and completely free that run on your computer that are going to save you a ton of time, that are custom to whatever, at the end of the day, save you a ton of time. And Monica, I saw your live, sending you lots of love and blessings. And then, yes, I'm so happy that she's crushing through the courses right now. It's like binging like Netflix. I wish there was an estimate tool. Hold on. So if you guys want to get kind of crazy, it's kind of nerdy. Let's do some rough back of the napkin math, kinda. Actually, yeah, this would kind of work. So if I do, so I roughly, oh man, there's just in fundamentals, because I have 3 levels that I'm kind of bucketing all of the courses in, so you have a structure from fundamentals to content to monetization as like the 3 levels. So you could come in having no computer skills, even with the idea that you want to start a business, and go through the curriculum. I've gone through productivity, I've gone through computer literacy, and now there's still a lot of stuff I want to add. And so, but it has roughly the structure from there. We still have to upgrade monetization. That's Lay's one. But AI fundamentals alone is 6 hours of content alone. That's going into task management, email management, custom GPTs. This is not like a promo for like the community, but just to kind of show you like the courses and stuff that we offer, because I do have a special gift on Saturday, which I'll be announcing. Special announcement. I'm going to be announcing it on the free ChatGPT workshop that I'm hosting this Saturday. So as long as you're on my email list, free ChatGPT mastery. This isn't like I am going to spend the whole like 2 hours just teaching you ChatGPT so you master that tool. Custom GPTs, GenSpark, goes popular AI tools. Oh, there's the monetization from there. Our content one, how to do social media content. This one alone, what's the hours on this one? This is level 2. Because after you do productivity, level 2 is you got to do content. You got to learn how to create content. That's YouTube, long form content, short form content, text, blogs, also live streams as well too. Jeez, wow. Our content course alone is 10 hours of content. Holy jeez. And then our monetization one, I got to update that one. That's a little out of date. We've been helping a lot of people with the fundamentals. And then usually in the one-on-one coaching, yeah, that one's like 4 hours. It's mostly like a digital marketing from there. I just got to teach you like how to create a sales page, how to create a website, how to create a personal brand, how to set up a payment processor, how to collect payment. Like one of the biggest things that people are setting up like this week was like a website, email marketing, just so, and then like a payment collector so they can actually put up a product online and actually make money, which low key, like the easiest of all the ways, like Stan Store, honestly. I'm not promoting, I'm not sponsored, I'm not endorsed. Everything that I say is my own personal opinion on how these tools work or not. And I have some opinions on some tools. So actually, I kind of like segues into just a quick thought. You guys would like this kind of thought real quick. I have principles. One principle is cheap tools, cheap results. And so one of the members was like, hey, how do I solve like a website and email marketing for free? And I was like, and they're trying to do all these workarounds and different plans and automations. And then it was like, nah, too complex. You got to spend a threshold, get a budget. And then from there, website could be done in vibe coded GenSpark. Actually, we're going to be doing, I want to do that on Friday, because Friday is our GenSpark day. So Friday, I treat these podcasts like my community announcements, really. This is how my members like stay up to date, because they listen to the podcast, which is the great thing. So on Friday, we're going to go how to vibe code a website. And then that way people can understand that workflow, which would be really helpful, because you can make some beautiful websites now with like any tool, GenSpark, Claude, ChatGPT, VS Code. I mean, Claude Code, whatever you want. Like, I mean, even Google AI Studio for free. It will create you beautiful websites. So we just need to show you how to set up those websites, put them on your custom domain, and then show you the workflow of how to make the website functional and easy to use. So that is going to be a class on Friday. And yeah, then we're walking through in here right now. I'm really putting a lot of work into the NAN workshop. The NAN course alone is really, there should be, oh, why are those lessons not? Oh, yes. There's actually more hours. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the NAN workshop is 11 hours of training and content. But this is all designed if like you're a complete beginner and you've never touched NAN and you want to do really cool stuff and automate it, go through the workshop and or these courses, and then you'll understand MCP, AI agents, webhooks, web scraping, voice cloning, scraping websites. There's a lot of like scandalous stuff in here. It's like super dope. So actually with that, I'll do just a quick announcement actually right now. So for Black Friday, what I am working on, because I don't have time, is 2 programs. I'm simplifying the whole community into 2 programs. First one is called Academy, Dr. AI Academy. The AI Academy is just courses only. You get access to all of the courses that I've ever created, all of them, 24 courses. Even the NAN one alone, I should be charging like $1,000 for, because that course alone will show you by the end of that blueprint and training, you'll have complete LinkedIn content automation. And then in the premium, in the inner circles, where we have the social media automation one, where that's the digital avatar. But that's a different. So I'm simplifying everything into inner circle and academy. Academy is courses only, and then inner circle is the community, the live workshops, the same thing we've been jamming every single like week with our normal schedule. None of that changes. None of that impacts you if you're a member. Nothing has changed if you're an existing member. Absolutely nothing. The only thing that I'm introducing now is because I want to actually, I don't know if this kind of like, I try not to talk about politics on here. I really try. But since I am in the education space, my business is AI education, business education. Like with the whole dismantling of the Department of Education, that's the last time I'll ever say that word. Again, that's why I'm also even more adamant about launching this new program, the Academy, because the Academy is affordable education, I say, because and you get access to all the courses. It's $49 a month, and for Black Friday, it's $25 a month lifetime. So if you're on the email list and you're not a member in the community, if you're a member in the community, you get access. You already have access to everything. This is just for people not in the community, but I still want to provide the best education in computer literacy, productivity, business, automation, and AI. I'm putting together like a whole business curriculum, and we lost a lot of members this year just because of cost, or like they couldn't just afford the membership. And I'm like, I don't want that to stop you from learning. Like, I need you to, like, AI is so paramount and so important, and things move so fast. I need you guys to stay up to date. And that's where I'm like, I've been fighting GenSpark not fighting GenSpark. GenSpark's a great sparring partner, but GenSpark has really audited my entire business, gave me clarity on a roadmap for where I want to go as far as educating a billion people in AI. Yeah, I said the B word. We're going to take, like, let's be honest, universities, colleges, traditional high school and schooling, they are guaranteed not to teach you AI in any way that will benefit you economically in the workforce. For sure. I know that for a fact. That's what I'm building on the other side is as long as you have an internet connection and you join the membership, you're in my world. I will support you, like with the education, the courses, and the resources. My members know how much I go out to like help them level up. So that's why I'm doing this 2 tiers. Tier 1 is the academy courses only, $49 a month. And then for Black Friday, launching this Saturday, because I'm doing a Saturday workshop completely for free as like a special like celebration. Hey, I still want you guys to learn ChatGPT anyways. That's why. That is going to have a Black Friday special of $25 per month for life. And you're locked in at that price forever. And if everyone knows, the community used to be $49 a month. Actually, it used to be $25 a month technically. And then now where it's at is, but the community and what we've been jamming with everyone in the community, no impact to you. We still have live weekly workshops. You still get dedicated support. You still have, we're doing new classes, all access to all the courses and the ability to DM me. Like, so nothing has changed with what you guys are. You guys are locked in and set. We're just, next week, we're going to be going through more fundamental workshops to bring up everyone in the community from foundations. We're going to go through the whole curriculum with the community so that everyone goes from beginner just to level up in intermediate, because I want everyone to like, was it rising tide lift all boats? That's basically what I'm aiming for. So bear with me. I'm a one-man shop. I'm also writing a book that's due tomorrow. I have a lot on my plate. And then I'm coaching too. I'm also coaching the AI certification program, which we have students that are we're actually doing business development for them. So we're helping to develop their branding. We're setting them up with content automation. They're already really surpassed as far as like the foundations of like AI. I'm very happy with. They fundamentally went through ChatGPT, GenSpark, Notion, TickTick. Some are NAN. Some were doing more content and branding because their business model is pretty simple too. So we're also helping them with business development. So they get a product, they get their marketing, they get the skills with AI, and they're ready to go for the career. So that's at the very end of the road. So it's like AI certification program. There is that. I'm not gonna lie, actually I looked at what university was it? I'll say a university just because I don't want to get in trouble for names. But what was the name of the university? Hold on. I think I have it in my swipe file. I was looking at their AI, like masters of AI. One, we teach some of the courses that are in this master's program, which is super interesting. But second, .edu. Okay, here it is. I asked for the price. And the price for their master's program in AI, which is like wild, it's like $20,000, and it's going to take more than 12 months to go through. But I find this fascinating because I'm going to put it on the website. They cite all the sources. Average salary for an AI consultant now is $135,000, and it's a growing from 2025 to 2035 year over year, 32%. There's also other job roles like AI product manager, business intelligence analyst, AI consultant, AI ethics consultant, AI marketing strategist, AI operations manager. Really, we're just appending AI to every job role, which pretty much means, are you AI enabled or not? And a great example is one of my friends just completed on Coursera. They have a ChatGPT for project managers by Vanderbilt University, completely for free on Coursera. He went through, I think it's like 4, don't quote me on the hours, but still, he went through it, got his certificate, and it was fascinating because they're just using ChatGPT for specific it was just ChatGPT for project managers and how they could use it to help with planning, to help with all the things that they do. I'm not gonna pretend like I know. Actually, I do have the link though, but that's where it's more like, you can do that all in the game. Yeah, all the others I was like, just come to the community. That's why I'm like, I want to do this whole, like, I'm also like kind of fascinated. Yeah, but yeah, a lot of their stuff, even with the automation, I'm kind of curious. Like, we're gonna go so deep into NAN next year. Like, we're building robot agents. Like, so I just thought that it was. I'll be transparent. I'm gonna butcher this name. Auburn, Auburn, Auburn University at Montgomery. And the reason why is because this young man came up on my feed, and he's a student in this program. Love his pitch. He's like, I'm a student going through the Masters in AI at Autumn University in Montgomery, and then he goes through the things that he's learning. Fascinating. Like, and I definitely see a lot of trends that are really interesting that's going to impact, especially like the difference between now we're kind of segmenting from large language models to now what's called small language models, which are small specialized models for micro tasks, or basically when I say a micro task, think of like invoice generation or tax classification or image recognition, or like some standardized process is like you're going to create these small training set of data, train them on what good looks like, and then they get smarter over time. But they're small and micro rather than like ChatGPT, which is like, let's just solve one model to rule the world, basically. So that's very interesting. So it's a Master's in Artificial Intelligence, MSAI program. AI is shaping how organizations operate, and skilled professionals are in high demand. You'll learn automate workflows with AI tools and prompting, apply machine learning for predictive business insights, visualize data to support strategic decisions, implement responsible real-world AI strategies. Very nice. Yeah, I just came across my feed, and so I'm like fascinated. So anyways, yeah, we're really ramping up with AI education, because now I'm going to be going more focused, yeah, and building out the curriculum. So I'm excited for that. I've seen AI impact every member in such a positive way to help them get clarity, to help them increase productivity, to help them turn their ideas into reality. One member she's a PhD professor responsible for what I'm trying to say, so STEM educator, and recently she just taught 2,000 teachers about AI, and she's one of my students now. I'm like so proud of my students, because they're like, you should see our newsletters at the end of every day. Again, one of the things there's so much stuff I have to do. I'm trying to automate on the back end. I send out the Fathom recordings, so it's the meeting summary of everything that we talk about. Like if you ever miss like one of our meetings Tuesday through Friday, like we just email you the Fathom recording so that you can use AI to listen and stay up to date. But you get the whole summary of the things that we talk about. I'm always amused at the very bottom, because every single meeting we cover like 20 to 30 different tools, like every single meeting. If you look at the very bottom of it, it's like crazy wild. Yeah, that's executive coach. That's David. 1,000% right. He says soon it would just be speak clearly, which what I can't do right now. Speak clearly into a mic. That even that is challenging. And AI will produce the work. Yes, AI agents will do your work. I haven't built documents like Microsoft Word. Like, why? Websites, documents, presentations, deep research, grammar, improving my writing, and then actually just building automations both in Python and NAN is like all done, like all voice to text. Like I don't do any of that. Like all the stuff I just mentioned, there's an AI agent that does it. It's like GenSpark, NAN, Python. Like once you learn how to use the tools, like they become incredibly dangerous. I have a backlog. I had to scrape through my download folder, and I have a backlog of YouTube videos that I am behind on content. So for people in the community, I have 2 videos that are coming out. One is showing you how I did Python coding, how to build a Python program using ChatGPT. That's very handy as like a Swiss Army knife when you want to really automate something on a computer and it really doesn't exist. Not hard, not intimidating. definitely easy to do. And now ChatGPT, you're just copy pasting and just like fix the code, copy paste. It worked, it didn't. It worked, it didn't. It worked, it didn't. It finally worked. Great. I don't know how, but it worked. Don't touch it. That's pretty much the workflow. That's vibe coding in a nutshell. Like you're just, but the other thing too is like voice commands. Like something I'm going to teach you on Saturday, like to much of a lot of people's surprise, when I teach prompt engineering, I'm not going to teach you templates. I'm going to teach you voice to text and choose and show you the right tools. Because teaching someone how to voice to text, I look at everyone's prompts, and everyone's prompts is a function of their their words per minute. Meaning we can only type for so long for a prompt versus someone that does this voice to text. I did it. I was doing the numbers the other day. Voice to text will 4x your word per minute typing speed without you having to type. So like that type of stuff is like, because now we get into like, because the LLMs just don't have enough context about what you want and what you're doing. So I want to just cover this last part right here. These are the top 5 biggest misconceptions crushing beginners. And I just want to answer these questions. So if you have any of these type of misconceptions or questions or even just questions, put them in the chat. I'll read them right now. I'm just going to read these 5 because they're like the most common. But one of the biggest things I come across is I need to learn coding to use AI, and that is false. You do not need to learn coding at all in any way. Technically, it will benefit you for sure. Like fundamentally, like on a short answer, you don't need to learn how to code to build an app, to build an automation, to build a solution that you press a button and then the computer does your work. Don't need to learn how to code, like completely irrelevant. However, it is significantly, and I mean significantly, on a 100x difference. It is going to benefit you if you learn just a basic level of how to code. I'm talking basic, just how to break things down into simple instructions, like just pseudocode, just step 1, step 2, just basic. Then second is like just how to read a basic structure of a code. Usually they all have like 2 parts. I'm not speaking like I'm a software developer in any way. I pretend to be one. I copy paste a lot of the code. I'm just super resourceful, like to find the answer and copy paste and try more times until I'm happy. I will fail myself to success faster. I know I will get there easier, but you want to at least learn on a basic level, like how to read variables, how to read comments. Python, JavaScript are very handy. HTML, kind of handy. CSS, not really. JavaScript, just to identify if you can look at it and be like, yeah, that's JavaScript, or yeah, that's Python, or even like, yeah, that's HTML. If you could like identify, then that's going to be helpful. Replacing variables, at least, that's going to be helpful. But it's more going to actually rewire your brain. Like learning how to code fundamentally changes your brain. Fundamentally, it literally rewires your brain and puts together this little module in there that can take a very complex problem and break things down into minute chunks. And then you learn perseverance because 10% is, oh, I got the idea and I think Python is the right way, or I call it choosing the right tool. That's like 10% of the effort. 90% of the effort is failing your way until it works. And it's usually just a gap of knowledge, but now that's irrelevant because ChatGPT will fill in that gap. So it ends up becoming a learning experience every time you challenge yourself to say, hey, can code do that? Most likely, yeah. And you guys will hear me in my classes. I'm like, code fixes everything. Is usually meaning I don't know how we can do the thing that we wanted to do, but I know JavaScript or Python, Swiss Army knives, they could do it. So let's ask ChatGPT for the code. Hey, ChatGPT, what's the code? And it goes, spits out the code. You'll try 3 times, and on the 3rd try, you're like, it works. I have no clue what it does, but I get what I want after I press a button and things happen. Man, coding is awesome. You guys are so spoiled. So spoiled. Back in my day, we had to walk 19 miles through the snow, and then we had to go through the library, and then they had this catalog thing that came out, and you had to index, and then you had to take a flashlight to a dungeon to find a book on a shelf, and no, that's all gone, irrelevant. AI is like the best education because it's like having the teacher's edition to every answer. That's like that's like what it is. It's like, oh, I wonder if a program could do that. And you ask ChatGPT, it's like, yeah, it's possible. By the way, here's the code to how to do it. And I'm like, all I have to do is just copy paste it, and then that code thing works. Like, awesome. So I'm gonna push my members in the community. Like, I'm pushing you guys already with NAN. Like, don't worry, it's not applicable to everyone in the community. And we did double down to NAN has the highest learning curve. However, it is the most robust of like to automate. But then I also want next year, 2026, early, we're going to get into Python programming. I'm going to teach you how to build programs without having to write Python, because man, is it such a like because you could do all the stuff in NAN, like all the stuff we're doing. Fundamentally, you don't need NAN. Like, think of the subscription cost as like $24 a month. You can have ChatGPT just say, hey, write me a Python program that does XYZ. I wish I could press it. Whenever I think about it, I'm like, I wish I could press a button and it does the steps for me. That's always what I'm trying to think of. And so, yeah. So, and then it's all free. That's one of the biggest things too. It's free and it's so powerful. So powerful. Like, oh my gosh. So I want to get you guys exposed. We're doing NAN, which is great. And then we're going to get into Python, because that's going to be even more fun. And so, yeah. And it starts with, like a gateway drug, this Saturday for free. Learn and master ChatGPT. 2-hour workshop this Saturday, completely for free. Link is in the bio. Sign up. You'll get the Zoom link. I haven't sent out any emails or Zoom links. So if you guys signed up within the last like 2 weeks, please forgive me. My email I turned off the sequence because I need to just like I'm doing a whole revamp of like I'm doing like a lot of remodeling to try and organize everything for this new launch of basically the launch of the Academy, and then we have the Inner Circle. But completely for free this Saturday, you will walk away with complete mastery of prompt engineering, how to build custom GPTs, and how to do project folders inside ChatGPT. And that's going to make you super dangerous, completely for free. So don't want to miss it. That's this Saturday. Outside of that, that's going to be pretty much the curriculum. So don't miss out this Friday in the community. We're going to vibe code websites. I'm going to show you how to do that. That's going to be fun. We're going to finish up. Last 2 days, we've been doing how to do debugging inside NAN, and we'll probably have it finished tomorrow, if not probably most likely Monday. We'll finish the NAN automation for automating your LinkedIn. We'll revisit it back, and I am still going to publish my social media one, the one I use, because this one, now we're like revamping it, making it so much better. I'm so excited for the upgrades because they're like so awesome. So if we look at 2025 as the time to upskill, the 10,000 hours, I won't say 10,000 hours, but the 1,000-ish of hours of just getting your hands dirty playing with the tools, because the people in 2026 who are going to make more money than they did in 2025 are the ones that are playing with the tools today. Because as of today, this is how the worst of all the tools will ever be. This is the worst they'll ever be. They're only going to get so significantly better. China has way scandalous more models that they haven't even released, that we barely get even just a glimpse at, that would crush US models. So that's coming down the line. Let's just keep it very simple too. Pick one tool for 3 weeks, 30 minutes a day. Just play with that tool. That's all. Just play. No objective. Press all the buttons. I have a rule in my class. Press all the buttons. You have to press all the buttons to see what they do. See what they do. It's like, what does this do? Oh, press it. See what it does. You'll be surprised. I guess so far we're just pressing buttons. So that's exciting. So yeah, with that, so a recap. This Saturday, completely free ChatGPT Mastery class. Sign up with the link in bio, simpletechskills.com. That gets you to, I think I just have like the newsletter, or it's like a 5-day AI agent challenge. As soon as you opt in, there's nothing automated. I'm fixing the automation tonight to start sending out the emails. So starting tonight, you'll get the Zoom link for Saturday I'm doing it at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I want to budget 2 hours for that. That's all I need of your time. You're going to walk away with full mastery of it. And then after, I'm using that to announce the launch of the Academy, which is a new online education program, which basically is just the courses from the community. Basically, every course I've ever created, that's in the community, that's when I'm tiering out to now this more affordable tier, so that AI education does not become a financial limitation. Like there's a lot of people that like talk about free and stuff like that. Pay for good education. There's a reason why I put a lot of my education and courses behind a paywall, because I don't teach them on YouTube. If you want to look at my YouTube, it's different curriculum, and I'm not teaching what I teach on YouTube, what's inside the community. So that's why I need you to learn computer literacy, AI fundamentals. Plus, it has all the business courses and stuff in there as well too. So that way you get courses, and then once a week you get Q&A too. So every week, once a week for there. I think I'm probably going to be doing on Friday for that. Answer your questions, put them in the and we'll have a community forum there too. And then you'll be able to. And then Friday, I'm going to rip through every question in the community that you guys have. That way, you guys in the community stay up to date. And then everyone else that's in where the community has been at right now, that is what I'm calling the inner circle. And the inner circle, nothing has changed. So if you're a member of the community, nothing has changed. You still have access to all the courses. You have the discussion board. You have the access to the live weekly events that we have 4 times a week. The ability to DM me, like all of that, no impact and no price increase. That doesn't change. So you guys there's nothing changing with you guys. Outside of that, actually, the only real change what we're doing is really, I'm gonna be sending out surveys so I could find out where you guys are and where you guys are struggling with, so that I could put together a roadmap for you guys. And you're going to unlock a one-on-one with me from answering the survey, because I would love your feedback and how I can improve the community where it's at. So it's simple 2-minute survey. And then at the very end, you get my calendar where you can book time with me and we can have a one-on-one. I love that, to catch up with all my members. Then I'm trying to think I think that's pretty much it. And then I'm slowly writing my book that's coming out. Press go. My book is almost done. I'm very excited to get it out. Tells the whole story of where this whole craziness of automation business, where it all comes from, the methodology, the frameworks. And so it's a business productivity book at the end of the day to help you be dangerous with AI. But it's not like a ChatGPT kind of thing. It's like I teach principles that are timeless, so that if the tools ever change, you're still just as dangerous. Awesome. Thank you so much, each and every one of you, for showing up for my next live stream. I have to continue, keep doing these. These are awesome. Monica, good to see you. I'll see you in the community. Gabrielle, good to see you as well too. I'll see you on Saturday for sure. And then we have also Dawson as well too. Good to see you. Marketing Sergeant, good to see you. Executive Coach David, also good to see each and every one of you. AJ, good to see you. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Love the live stream. You guys are awesome. All of these podcasts also I am publishing on YouTube. Right now I'm just kind of backlogged with them, but I am putting all of these on YouTube under the podcast. Eventually they'll be on like Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Eventually I'm going to get to that stage. I'm like slowly getting there, because once this podcast consistently goes, the vision that I have for this is that I'm going to invite on guest speakers and I get to interview them, and we get to learn about AI from like very amazing, like super, I have a whole list of like dream people I want to interview about AI. So that's coming up. And Saturday is completely for free. So don't want to miss that. Awesome. Outside of that, hope you guys have a blessed day. Hope everything is going well. I know the world is going crazy, but don't worry. Focus on your goals. Stay focused. And honestly, if you're in the community, you've got the resources to help you. You've got the network. You've got like the whole community is a family. And so, and yeah, Saturday is free registration for the community. As long as you're on my email list, you're going to get the email. I'll send it out today. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye.